Ignore the mess behind me. I am 35 weeks pregnant now and baby is big, but I feel like he slowed down a little bit. The growth is not as noticeable as it was a few weeks ago. I did have a bleed again, so I went to the hospital again, but they couldn't find anything wrong again. So here we are, just trying to cook away. He's still staying in there, staying strong. I feel like he's gone lower down in my pelvis and kind of struggling to sit. Even the car is a horrendous ride, even if I'm just going for 15 minutes. I've got nausea again. I am so off my food. It's just, I've never had this before, especially this late in pregnancy, like where I'm actually, like I don't get hunger at all. I'm never hungry. I only eat because I can feel my blood sugar going funny, or I look at the clock and realize I haven't eaten for a few hours. That's the only reason I'm eating. Like I have no hunger signal. I have no desire to eat. I don't want food at all. I don't want anything. So that's really bizarre, and I'm not quite sure why that's happening. And I hope it comes back because I really miss hunger. I miss wanting food. Not necessarily nausea all the time, but it's just like zero desire for food. And is that normal? I don't think that's normal for the 3rd trimester. Shouldn't I be really hungry? Like, what is going on? Hopefully someone else out there feels the same way. I'm not alone. Cramping is definitely upped. It makes me breathless kind of cramping. Not necessarily pain, although I have had like dull period pain for the last, I'm gonna say 3 days since I've had the bleed actually. Yeah, just a dull period pain, so things are definitely happening. No, I had a little bit of a freak out this morning. I don't know if I can go through this pain again. You know when you have that little like anxiety that just kind of ramps up as you get closer to something? Yeah, it's definitely starting to hit me, which it really should by this point, right? All up until Monday when I went to hospital and I had time to sit there and just think and not be distracted by life, it really hit me that, sorry, I'm having a contraction now. Yeah, it's like low, it's not all over, so it can't be a real one, but it's definitely like a period pain. It makes me feel breathless. And you can see his body. Like you can see where he is. He's like here. Oh man. What was I saying? Yeah, it definitely hit me on Monday when I was just sitting in the hospital with my husband and we were talking about what name we would like. We had already settled on a first name, but we couldn't agree on a middle name, and all our children have middle names, so this one had to have one as well. And we finally agreed on one, which usually happens. We disagree on everything until we find one that we agree on. And so we've locked in, like we've agreed on a name, like a full name, and that made it very real. That was the moment where my mind suddenly went, oh my goodness, this is not just a disease or something that's bad that's happening to your body. You actually are going to have this human being that's in your belly right now. He's going to come out. Really, this should have hit me already, right? But it's only hitting me now, and even now I feel kind of like, is this real? It felt like a very long sickness. It's gonna happen very soon, like very soon. There's a few things I want to get done before he comes. It is my last day of work tomorrow, then I'll be officially on maternity leave and I'll be able to start doing all these things that I need to get done. I have a few things that I'd like to get done today just to make sure that whatever happens, I'm okay with what I've got done. So I don't have to like have everything done, but these few essential things would be really nice to come home to and just realize that I'm organized and ready. So a few things I want to do is check the trolley that I've made up, make sure that it's organized and that it actually has things on there that I need, making sure that I have snack bars and things like that for the hospital, make sure I've got enough newborn onesies for him. I would like to set up his bassinet that we've bought and put like bed sheets in there. Yeah, just general things like that today. Just taking it easy, slowly ease into it, because you know, I could have 2 weeks left, or I could have tomorrow, or I could have, you know, today. Who knows? So I want to do the things that will make me feel the most organized and the happiest and the most calm when I come home. Really? Really? Also, this fatigue, 3rd trimester fatigue, I don't remember feeling this tired in all the other pregnancies. Like maybe I've just forgotten, but yeah, I had a 3-hour nap the other day. I think it was yesterday. 3-hour nap, and good for me. I'm glad that I can do that, because I know that some people are still working or have children to take care of, but all my babies are at school, so I definitely took advantage of that. Yeah, so let's do those few little things so that I'm feeling prepared. I'll be pretty much living in my bedroom and my bathroom for the first couple of weeks, so it is the most important that this place feels calm, not cluttered, and just organized. So that's my priority, this room, and then I'll work out from there. So let's get this room organized. It's gonna be cluttered no matter what I do, but I can try and minimize that, because we are trying to fit a chair in here and a bassinet and, you know, all of baby's things, because we don't have a nursery. So I'm trying to fit some things that I need in here and fit some things that can fit in the boys' room for later. Oh man, sorry. I need to redo the trolley here. It's just not working at the moment. It's not fitting everything. I think I have too many nappies in there. It's just not necessary. So I need to find a place to put all these nappies that I can go and get when I need. So we're going to start with that. And we've also bought some new like terry towel nappies, which we're going to use as burp cloths and clean up spills and things like that. So I need to find a home for them. So all this corner here is, whoop, can't see past the bump. This corner here is causing me a little bit of stress. Possibly move these nappies out, because they are taking up a lot of room in this drawer. Like, we have a lot of nappies already. We've been gifted them. And I just don't think it's necessary to have this many in the room right now, because, you know, I can always go and refill and restock from somewhere else. So I'm thinking of moving these into the boys' room. Don't need it all in here at once. This is the pod lounge that we bought. It's quite big, but I think it's going to be good. Basically, you put baby in there when they're near you, and you can supervise them sleeping. This is our bassinet. It's just the childcare one, and I'd like to put his sheets in today. These are all washed. This is the pillow that stops them from getting that flat head. Obviously used while supervised. So let's get started. Also packing my feeding pillow for the hospital in this bag. It's got little bunnies on it, very cute. I actually remember to take it because I'm not going to remember. So if you can see, absolutely all of my breast pads in here, and probably not necessary to have them all here at once, right? I'm gonna pick a few, put some in my undie drawer. So 2 pairs of light pads and heavy pads. Look, they're so soft. One of these away. Now with bibs, we've got some practical bibs and we've got some cute bibs. So I was thinking of keeping maybe one bib out that's cute, more like dress up, or maybe I should just put these away. I do not need this many nappies. I'm going to keep just one row and the rest is going to go into the room. So I bought some vitamin D and probiotic drops because I am planning on breastfeeding, and breast milk has been known to be very low in vitamin D. And I've heard that probiotics is good for babies who have eczema, so I'm going to put that in the middle on top, so I remember to actually do that when I'm feeding him. Should probably have a change of clothes on this cart as well. Drawer is baby boy's drawer. It is full to the brim of newborn stuff. And more nappies! So many nappies. What outfit would I like to put on the trolley? Probably a onesie for the middle of the night. See, this is why you need to go through things before you bring the baby home, because I can't actually find any singlets, and that would drive me bonkers to come home and not be able to find it. Onesies, singlets, here they are. 3 zeros. I need newborn. Are they newborn ones? 2 zeros. Where are they? This is why you do this now. They were in this drawer all along. Okay, well that was annoying. I don't want to have to do that when I'm sleep deprived. I think I chose to do bodysuits this time because I found the singlets annoying and they didn't stretch enough, whether these like have some stretch. Just find it easier to put it on the baby when it actually has a bit of stretch. I don't know if they're gonna fit him, but anyway, we shall see. He's gonna be pretty big, I think. I need to buy more bodysuits that are new baby and not tiny baby, so I should probably write that down on my phone because I am not going to remember with this brain. That should do for now. Alright, let me give you a little tour. Yeah, we have our bedding for the bassinet, covers for the feeding pillows, and then we've got all the swaddles, what are they called? Love to Dream swaddles. Then we've got all our burp cloths. Then we've got warmer onesies, we've got cooler onesies. Then we have shirts and a cardigan. Then we have our body kind of suit thingies, forget what they're called, like rompers, and then we have shorts and tights. So that is the drawer. It fits quite nicely. I think I have more newborn clothes than is necessary, but you gotta have fun as well, right? Like you gotta be able to have options and choose. You want to dress them up cute as well, so a bit more than necessary, but still fun. I know he's gonna grow out of it really, really quick, but I wanna have fun. This is my last baby. Now I want to move on to making the bassinet bedding. Just some secondhand sheets that I've already washed onto the bassinet so that it's ready for him to go in when we come home. And then I'm just going to put the pod thingy that's covered in plastic just on top so it's not going to get dusty or anything. So I actually found these are the newborn swaddles. So these are the next size up. So that's good to know as well where to find them. So this ended up being the accessory drawer. We've got our little beanies, hats, bibs, whatever these are called, and some socks and our shoes. Now I'm going to deal with all these nappies and put them in the other room. So we are in the boys' room now, and I have started hanging up some of baby boy's clothes here. Those are Zaya's clothes over this side. So this side is Zaya's and this side is baby boy. So I need to figure out what I can move to fit the nappies in there. Here we have some bigger onesies so when he's a bit older. Then we have, you know, bodysuits when he's a bit older, and some shoes and some more bibs in here. Actually, yeah, bibs for when he's a bit bigger because it's not going to fit around his neck now. Then we have our kind of outfits, so jumpers, and like kind of onesie suits and shirts and things like that. And then we have his pants. So you can see he's got quite a lot of room. So I'll probably put them in this drawer actually. Move these guys over. Hopefully I remember they're in this drawer. That would be really annoying if we forgot. I thought I had heaps of nappies, but they're all gone. Okay. I ended up fitting them in this drawer and in this drawer. Oof. My back is killing me. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, just putting those clothes away has taken everything out of me. I have zero energy left and my back is killing me. So I am going to stop now, just rest for the rest of the afternoon. I think it's important that if you are feeling this exhausted and this tired, that to not freak out that you're not going to get it all done, but just do bits and pieces as you can. And some of us may not get that urge to clean like some crazy people. I've had that before. I had it with both of my girls, but I don't remember doing crazy cleaning with the boy, so it must be a boy thing, I don't know. But yeah, I am definitely exhausted, tired, sleeping so much, so I really need to listen to my body and just take it slow and do what I can. And if I don't get it all done, I don't get it all done. Whatever, it'll be fine. I hope to take a bump shot very, very soon, because soon he's not going to be in there anymore and I won't be able to get the last bump shot. So that will be my last one, I believe. Hopefully I'll be able to get that done when I'm a little bit less tired. Okay, I'm going to go rest now. See you later. It's been a while, I think. Has it? I don't even know anymore. How far along am I? I am 36 weeks pregnant and a few days. So it is go time. Rose on my. Please ignore that. Big, right? I had another complication. What's new? Went to hospital. You probably already know about it if you've watched my other video, my self-care video. Basically, I had a gallbladder attack, jaundice, what we think is a gallbladder attack. It's still not confirmed. I get it in all my pregnancies. It's just, and everything I do to help it is follow a gallbladder kind of diet that helps the jaundice settle back down. I never become jaundice in my skin. It's always just my eyes as the first indicator, and this eye is still jaundice and bloodshot from bursting some blood vessels from all the vomiting. But I am doing better now. I still can't eat much fat. It took me about 2 days to be able to eat real food again. But yeah, I feel like I'm on the mend now. Life on the mend. And yeah, I'm just feeling a bit better now, so I thought I would film this portion of the video. Now today, well, I promised that I would talk about my pregnancy fears in one of the last clips, or you know, sometime in this video, and I never got around to it because of everything that happened. But I think it's important for me to talk about it, to realize that they're actually silly, or you know, whether they're legitimate fears, or just to feel like I'm normal and someone else out there will feel the same way. And also just so I can look back on this and realize that it was silly, maybe. So my first pregnancy fear that I've been having is a pretty full-on one. Trigger warning here. My greatest fear is that I will lose the baby before he comes, that I will have to give birth to him as a stillborn baby. That is my number one biggest fear. And the reason I feel this way, and the reason why I have some sort of legitimate right to feel this way, is all the health problems. Like every health problem that I keep looking up keeps pointing to the potential for that to happen. Like that can happen anyway. But I've just been really submitting it to God, praying about it every day, and just acknowledging that I am not in control, that He is sustaining this little life inside me, that I'm just an incubator. I'm not doing anything. I can't make him breathe. I can't make his heart pump. I can only do what I can do, and I need to leave it up to God and His plan. I'm just praying that He will come really, really soon, because I am feeling like my body is starting to give up, which I always feel that way at the end of my pregnancy. Not just a normal feeling of, oh, I can't do this anymore, but legitimately my organs are giving up. So I think that's why part of the reason I come early is just my body can't do it anymore, literally, not just saying it. Another fear that I have is that I will shut down, and that I will not be emotionally attached to this baby. It happened with my first baby. When he was born, I didn't have that overwhelming feeling of joy, or you know, you see these people who've given birth and they're like, oh, my baby, and I didn't have any of those feelings. And I believe it was prenatal and postnatal depression or anxiety or something. It's just I did not have an emotional attachment to him. That at the time, I don't think I realized that. I don't think I realized that I didn't have that attachment, but it made mothering so much harder, and I'm not really sure what to do about that. I think because of the trauma of it all, the shock to my body, the fact that my body is not normal and doesn't process stress or shock the same way as everybody else, I feel like that was partly to do with it. And I did not cope at all in the hospital. I was so not myself. I was crying. I didn't want my husband to leave. Like I couldn't cope with anything. And I'm scared that that's going to happen again. I know it's probably not going to happen. I've done a lot of mental preparing this time, mentally preparing for birth, but also mentally preparing for the fact that I will feel maybe these emotions, and that is okay, but to focus on my baby and to focus on recovery is key. And also just giving myself something to do in the hospital that is besides caring for myself and you know, doing all the hygiene things and feeding the baby. So I've bought some books to take with me to the hospital to give my mind something to do. I am a highly anxious person and I don't like sitting around. I will rest when I need to rest, but if I am feeling like I should be doing something, I need to do something. So often I will like clean up the hospital room or do something like that. I just need to do something. I can't just sit around for hours and hours while the newborn sleeps. Anywho, that's my second fear, is that I won't have an emotional attachment to him, which is silly because I feel like I already have an emotional attachment, whereas there were signs in my first pregnancy that I wasn't emotionally attached. Things like not talking to him, or yeah, I went through a lot my first pregnancy, and it was not a normal pregnancy, so I gotta forgive myself for that. But yeah, I talk to this baby and I imagine him, and it's gonna be completely different. I know it is, but I just have that fear. My third fear is that we are not going to cope as a family, that the change is going to be too great, that my kids are not going to like him, that they're going to want him gone, that they're going to realize that he takes up so much time and energy. So I'm fearful that they won't love him. I'm fearful that they will just see him as a nuisance, and I don't know quite what to do about that to help them form an attachment. Maybe just letting them help, which is hard for someone who is highly anxious. I will not be myself, and I acknowledge right now that I will be extremely anxious of people being around the baby, including my own children. I just go into this protective mode and I can't help it. I really need to let them help without snapping or without feeling like they're gonna hurt him. My fourth fear is not related to the baby as much, but it's that my body is going to be this way forever, that the weight will stay on, that my belly will not go down, that it will stay looking pregnant for the rest of my life, which is a possibility with, I feel like I am the biggest I've ever been in regards to my stomach growth and the baby size. I know this is silly, I've bounced back 3 times before, never to a perfect standard, and I'm not expecting a perfect standard, but I don't want to look pregnant for the rest of my life, if that makes sense. Now my fifth fear is that the nurses are not going to listen, that I'm going to get a really mean midwife, which I've had before, you know, someone who's like, oh, you're not even in labor, why are you complaining? When I was like 2 hours away from giving birth to Nahara, she went off her shift, and then I had the nicest midwife ever. I've just been praying that I have a similar midwife again, who is just loving, supportive, who listens, who... Nahara was really little, so she only just made it through without needing to go to the NICU. So this midwife actually left Nahara on me to feed for about 2 hours just to get her weight up so she didn't need to go to the NICU. She just knew what to do, really, and she helped me through my labor when the contractions stopped, like my body had given up and I had to push without any contractions at the end. She guided me through that, and I wouldn't have it any other way. She was just amazing. I just want someone like that again. I don't want a mean midwife. My sixth fear is that they're not going to let me go home. Like, I don't mean not ever, but like, I'm usually ready to go home the next day, and I just want to get out of there, and I just want to go home where I have my own bed, have my own things, you know, I have my routine. I can get up and do things that can actually help my family, like empty the dishwasher, I don't know, instead of just sitting in a room staring at a wall. I'm scared that they always push me off. They always try and make me stay longer than I want to stay, longer than I need to stay. It's just unnecessary, and I just don't want to be there. I feel like a prisoner. Honestly, in hospital, I feel like a prisoner. I feel like I can't leave. And they make you feel like you don't have a choice in the matter. But I want to, once we've had all our checks done, once I'm happy that we're healthy and safe, I don't feel like I have any complications, I feel like I can manage my own medications and pain and all that, I'm ready to go home. Like, what is the point of me staying? They think I'm going to get more rest there. I really am not. I get more rest at home, where I'm surrounded by my family, where I have my own place where I can be myself without feeling like, I don't know. I just like being home. I just don't want to be in the hospital. So those are all my pregnancy fears. As you can see, some of them are legitimate, some of them are a bit silly, some of them are to do with my personality. I can't change it. But, you know, a lot of them I just need to pray about and submit it to God, because they're really what if scenarios, and what if scenarios are not helpful because they may not even happen. So some of them are good to reflect on, like the attachment that I had with my firstborn son, and realizing things that I can do to help that will be helpful to reminisce on that. But the other things, they're not helpful to think about. So I'm just gonna let them go. I'm gonna submit them to God and just live out these last few days in peace and doing what I can to prepare my body for labor, and just submit it to God, because I am not in control, and nobody is in control except for him. Anyway, that was it. I'm gonna go film my bump shot now, because I don't know how much longer this baby boy is gonna stay in there, and I might miss it. So I'm gonna do my bump shot now, and yeah, hopefully this will be the last one, and then we'll be holding a baby. So let's get into that. Yep, she still stretches all over. Still fitting. How is this dress still fitting me? Honestly, I do not understand. It's like a magic dress. It doesn't even feel tight. Like, how? Okay, I think I got some good shots. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's hot in here. Whew. I'm gonna get changed again, and I'm gonna share some things that just came from Amazon that I'm gonna use for this postpartum period. Whew. Okay, changed again. Still really hot in here. It's okay. The first thing that I got was these silver nipples, silver nursing cups. So basically you put them on in between feedings, and they protect and heal your nipples. There's something really great about silver. So there, aren't they lovely? So I definitely want to pack these for the hospital. So that's another thing I need to fit in my bag. Lanolin cream. As you can tell, it's all about the nipples and protecting the nipples. Never used this, but it's, you know, standard. Everybody uses it, so apparently. And another thing that we got was this cute little turtle bath thermometer. I have really struggled in the past knowing what is a good temperature for the bath. So having the thermometer, I think, will just ease my anxiety. One time I made it too hot, and poor little baby was like red skin. Yeah, it was not good. I don't want to do that again. It actually tells you if it's too hot. Another thing I need to pack in my hospital bag is a silk pillowcase, because I am extra. and I just know my hair is going to get so damaged from lying on those hospital sheets. So having a silk pillowcase will just help me. It will just help me. Yeah, I think that's all the update. I have all my bags packed over there. It looks like a lot, but some of it I won't be bringing up with me until after baby is born, and some of it, you know, can go back in the car after baby is born. So it's kind of going to be a swapsy situation. There's some things I can leave in the car, like the nappy bag I'm not going to need until we're leaving or until I want to change him. Sorry, I always yawn in these videos. I'm such an ugly yawner. I've got my bag that I take with me everywhere. That has all my stuff that I need if I go into labour while I'm out. It's got supplements which have opened and spilled in my bag. Great. Organic maternity pads. I've got a spray bottle filled with peppermint oil, lavender and orange essential oil. I want to use this in labour. Wallet, basically all I need, except I need to put medication in there. But here's a nappy bag ready to go, my bag ready to go, and this is nursing pillow. So I feel pretty confident that I will be okay with whatever I packed now. And I am an overpacker and I'm not ashamed of it because I like my stuff. Need. But it makes your life easier, and why wouldn't you make your life easier just because you have to pack a few extra bags? I mean, honestly, am I going to be the one carrying them? That's not fair. This will come up with me when I'm in labour. The bag and feeding pillow will just stay in the car until I'm ready to use them. This bag will be with me 24/7 now. I'm going to pack these items ready to go, and I'm going to find these tablets that have gone rogue in my bag. Hello, I am 36 weeks pregnant and baby could come at any second. Today I went to my appointments. I'm having weekly appointments now and things are looking good. I had another scan. He still has plenty of room, but he's, you know, happy in there. Baby is ready. I'm feeling like another week maybe. It is the hottest day that we have had in 2 years and it is so windy outside. Of course I decided to do all my returns and errands and stuff on a really hot day. I was gonna say I bought something from something called the Mama Store. It's the postpartum recovery kind of stuff. Let me see if I can find it. I've decided, I bought this stuff, right? It's from the Mama Y store and it looks like this logo. And I ordered the Baby Moon Herbal Extract and the After Pain Relief. Basically this stuff is meant to help you postpartum. I've never tried it before. I'm very interested to see what it does. Let's start with the After Pains Relief. It has cramp bark, black haw and motherwort. These herbs have properties that are aimed at the smooth muscles of the uterus for after pains. As some of us know, which I didn't know after I had Alyssa, my second, that your after pains actually get worse and worse each baby that you have. So this is baby number 4. I'm anticipating that the after pains are going to be pretty intense. That's one of the things I've been dreading, but I'm hoping this stuff will be good and will help. And the other stuff that I got was Baby Moon Herbal Extract. Now I have struggled with postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety before. It's got ashwagandha, Siberian ginseng, shepherd's purse, mother's wort and passion flower. Now I know some people don't like taking adaptogens, but I find some of them personally useful. And the reason why you take this is, well, the ashwagandha helps with balancing and strengthening. It helps with exhaustion and anxiety. The ginseng helps maintain immunity. The shepherd's purse helps with excessive bleeding, so it curbs that. The motherwort also helps tone the uterus, reduce blood loss and pain. Passion flower helps with anxiety. I ordered this package last Friday and I didn't think to do express shipping because I thought it would just get here in time, but it turns out it's going to be 7 to 10 days and I've already had my bloody show, which means baby could come, you know. And I've had contractions with period-like pain and all these other things. I don't think it's going to get here in time, but this baby is not going to come until that package arrives. And sometimes I say these things, like I say these things like it's a joke, but then I don't know whether I'm joking or not. So yeah, I've decided to not have this baby until that package comes. So obviously I have no control in the matter, but I do. This baby is not coming. Anyway, head to the laundry now because I have finally washed all of baby boy's clothes and like bassinet sheets. Well, not all of his clothes, just the newborn stuff. So I finally washed all those. And seeing that it's, you know, the hottest day that we've ever had in 2 years, I think it would be perfect weather to hang it out, as long as it doesn't blow away like the rest of my washing. Oof. I just hung all the clothes, just moved them outside. It was much easier just hanging them on that thing and just moving that outside rather than staying outside for that whole time because it's way too hot. Those are done. I reckon they'll be dry in about an hour. It is that hot. Whew, I'm tired. That's all I did. I didn't want to shoot any cleaning content because my house is no way, shape or form clean, but I've been cleaning like mad the last, I'm gonna say 3 days. I find myself, you know, cleaning up a tiny spill on the cupboard and then I end up like on my hands and knees cleaning baseboards and I don't know how it got there. So I think I finally got the nesting. I thought I wasn't gonna get it this time. I thought I was just gonna be exhausted until the end, but finally got it. I have scrubbed the kitchen, like inside the cupboards. I've cleaned out the girls' room. I cleaned their baseboards. I can't help it. I just can't help it. I just start and then I don't stop and it's not good. I notice a lot of pelvic pressure and things like that after I finish cleaning a room. I have a lot more to clean, but I'm feeling good about the house. Like, it's just stuff that's out now. And it's just, as you can see in the background. Also, I've been sleeping on the couch at night because I cannot get comfortable in bed. So I've been sleeping out here. And I've been sleeping a lot better since I moved out here. But you know, it's always sad. You feel alone. As you can see, my house is still a mess, but it's just stuff that's out. It's not like dirty. So I've been really focusing on making sure that things aren't dirty. And we're not holding on to things that we don't need. So I've been like donating things and going through cupboards that I've never gone through. That's not true. I'm going through cupboards that I haven't gone through for a long time. We also did a little, I don't want to call it renovation, but we changed Zaya's cupboard to accommodate the baby later on, and it's got some of the baby's older clothes in there. So we've completely taken off his cupboard doors and painted inside there, and I'm hoping to do some shelving or something in there to make it cute. At the moment it's just, you know, functional. We managed to fit some IKEA drawers in there, and the amount of space that Zaya has now compared to his other drawers that he had, like, it's not even comparable. So, and now we've actually been able to fit baby's clothes in there as well. So I'll show you that. I'll show you the end result of that. I'll insert the footage of the struggle that was to get done. It took us a lot longer than it probably should, because we were just dealing with so much, you know, tiredness, health issues, COVID, all the things. But we finally got it to a point where it's functional. We have big plans for the kids' rooms. We just don't know when we're gonna get that done. These things can wait. I'll insert the footage of that, of us doing that. By us, I mean my husband, because I did not help at all. I just filmed it. And I'll show you the end result that we have now. Keep in mind, this is not the end look. This is not what we were going for, but the goal was to get it functional before baby came, and we've done that, so tick. So here's that footage now. You call my life.
You break the line, I'm falling for you. You're stuck in my mind, just all the time. I'm falling for you. And tell me your secrets. I will tell you my secrets. We are different polos, but I like it, Why, baby, do you look so pretty and you smile, my, baby? I'm almost breathing, tell me why, baby, do you look so pretty and you smile, my.
It better fit. Oh, it doesn't fit. Cool.
You want a cuddle?
Sure.
Cuddle.
You're breaking the cupboard. So when you come into Zai's room, you've got this wall here. Forgive the mess. He needs to clean this. So you have this wall here, and this was the old cupboard wall where it used to have 2 doors on it. So this is the final cupboard. Now I'm not keeping those plastic boxes up there. I'm going to transfer them into some cuter boxes that I have, and they're going to be transported into like shirts, pants, blah blah blah. So that will not stay there. This is some of, I feel like he's going to be the perfect size for jumpers when he's about 3 months old. So that's his side, and this is Zai's side. Some of his books, which I'm planning on having some sort of shelving or something in here, not necessarily for books, but not really sure where to keep these, but they're just here for now. All of baby boy's stuff when he's a little bit bigger. I've shown you before, I think, nappies. Taking those doors off has meant that we have so much more room and it doesn't get in the way. I just need to make it look, you know, cute. I feel like that's a good solution when you have more than one child in a room. Like, we've able to fit so much stuff in here. I'll show you what we've been doing in the girls' room as well. Again, this is nowhere near where we want these rooms. They're going to be renovated at a later date. But let me show you what we did so far. So when you walk into the girls' room, again, messy, bed's not made, but all the baseboards are cleaned, the walls have been wiped down, windows been cleaned. Planning on getting a similar vanity to, or drawers that the boys have, but in white, and that will go out here and they'll just share that. Then we're planning on getting some new beds, some new white frame beds, possibly IKEA beds. Bookshelf, not sure. We're thinking of hanging these bookshelves somewhere. And then we've got Lissa's side over here. Again, forgive the bed. Flamingo picture's not going to stay there, but that kind of vibe. Yeah. House is feeling a little bit chaotic at the moment, so if I were to go into labor, I don't want to leave my family with this stuff everywhere. So I've had a rest today. I feel like I have enough energy to pick up the house, so I'm just going to give the whole entire house just a general pickup. I'm not going to be doing like wiping down or cleaning like that. I'm just going to be putting stuff away and getting rid of stuff because it's feeling a little overwhelming at the moment. Put everything that we are getting rid of outside. So like if you can see in the background, I've got an ironing board there because we bought a new little ironing board that is the perfect size for us because honestly we don't really iron much. I'm just going to film that now, just a general clean pickup. Let's go. Oh, and also I need to do a mop of the floor. So I'm going to use the new Dyson mop that we got, and hopefully we'll just have clean floors just in case anything happens. Not that the baby really cares whether the baseboards are clean or the floor's clean.
I could wait 1,000 days. You never wait for me. You never wait for me. Even when I ran away, you're all that I could see. You're all that I could see. When I could hardly walk on my own, I had to lift myself out of the trench below. Haven't I suffered enough to let you go? You're all that you, I had you gone, right. You're all that you,
Now don't judge me, but the kids' bathroom is an absolute mess except for one drawer which the girls actually sorted themselves, so we'll see how that went yesterday. Oh, pretty good. So my girls did this. They sorted and got rid of things, so obviously I need to wipe this down. This is the state that we are in. There's just a lot of stuff and we don't necessarily use all of this, so yeah, it needs to be organized and put away. And this drawer, I'm scared to look in. Yeah.
Dove into the deep end, 'cause I thought I could swim, but we break up every weekend. Was it gonna be like that? Oh, I just wanted you so bad.
Decided to put all the school stuff here so it's easy access in the morning. All of my husband's stuff, excess shampoos and conditioners, and bath toys, etc. I am not even going to bother going into the kids' room because I know I won't come out again. So I feel so much better about that bathroom. As you can see, my cleaning is not based on a list or anything. It is purely based on things that are annoying me, which has worked well for me so far, rather than having a list of things to do, because I just find that overwhelming. And this way I can just look around the house and go, right, that's annoying me, and I get, you know, satisfaction from actually getting something done. So all I'm gonna do now, mop these floors for the bathroom and possibly the kitchen and living room, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm feeling tired and sore, but I can't help myself, like I said.
My mind was that your intention, 'cause I'm missing you. 'Cause I'm missing you.
I am tired. So that whole mopping only took about, I don't know, 15 minutes to do those 3 rooms, but again, it's not perfect, but it's done, which is nice. So if I can just do things that don't have to be perfect, I know I'll get a lot more done than being annoyed at myself for not doing it perfectly. If I have more time, I can always go back and do it better, but the idea is to just get things functional, to be more prepared postpartum so that I'm not as anxious and we're not scrambling trying to find things. Not exactly what I expected to be doing today, but you gotta go with what you want to do, right? Plan so much and then not have the energy one day. It's so much better for me to not have a plan and just do what I can on the day. Oh, I'm hot and sweaty. It's so hot today. Anyway, I'm gonna call it quits for today.
I could wait 1,000 days. You never